Allegheny and the Monongahela. We are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You look at this Steeler defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Lloyd, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. On now is the Packers punter. And back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Here we go, side.
Harris running straight ahead. Powers by at the 40. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Good.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Here we go. All right.
To throw is Fields. And his throw is incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Here we go.
On play action, Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickens going in motion left.
Right.
Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Marshawn Lloyd, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
They run again with Harris.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go, set.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to
breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They hand this off to Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football.
as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Lloyd. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
2nd and 10.
Love looking to throw it.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Love now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now a give, right side. It's Lloyd. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it.
Here we go.
The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Steps away to his left.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Take it at the 37. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the...
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Play action this time with Love. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
Throwing. Love. The short throw to Musgrave.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Jaden Reed.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers are able to move back in front.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that makes it 14-10.
That's the score. Packers 14, Steelers 10.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Fields.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there's still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Here's 3rd down and 4. Now Love. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Set.
Here's Fields. He's got this to Pickens.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go, set.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go. We good. Set high.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here we go. All right.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Jalen Warren.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They make their second-half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
111 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him, where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Working out of the gun. Love. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. In motion left goes a tight end.
And complete once again to Watson.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st down, Lloyd. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Marshawn Lloyd, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
3rd and 2. Fields going to change things up here. A handoff for Warren.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Throwing again is Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Fields.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Fields throwing again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. That one caught downfield by Watson.
And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Forced out to his left. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And this one is right through, and that will tie us at 24 all.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
2nd down and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lloyd. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. That'll be caught right side by Reed.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up it's going to be a 4th down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now a 3rd and 6.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lloyd. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Let's go now.
They'll run on 1st down. Lloyd. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
31. Steelers 24.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
46-yard line.
Good night.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, That's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Now Fields. Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Fields now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
They snap it to Fields. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Again, Fields. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone. Weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here first and 10
at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Love looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Love. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
What a call there on third down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 24.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? All right.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First and 10.
Here we go.
18-yard line.
All right.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Tonight.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Play action. It's Fields out to his left. Able to slither by. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And it's incomplete. Now there is 1 second remaining. So they'll have time here for one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle there on the onside kick. Couldn't get it recovered, and that was your ball game.
And I'm of the opinion that any time you actually do recover an onside kick, it almost is a miracle. It takes so many things going right to make it happen. It didn't in this case, and they walk off a victor.
So for the Packers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay